Hello student, welcome to the third day of the online tutorial session. Today's topic is processing unit. The processor actually the main component of the computer. The function of the processor is to do all the calculation that take place during the processing of the data. CPU is responsible for the doing the processing job. So that's why CPU is called the brain of the computer. CPU mainly consists of two parts. You are able to see one part is control unit, that is called CU, and one part is arithmetic and logic unit, that is called ALU. Okay. Another part is also exists, that is the memory register. Okay, during the instruction execution, a temporary memory is required to hold that particular instructions or the data. For that reason, memory register is also there. In case of our personal PC, the main processor is known as the microprocessor, okay, which is a single chipped one. This is there in the motherboard. Okay, to increase the throughput, or you can say the processing speed of the CPU, we require the multi processor chip. They are actually, it will replace the single chip with a multiple chip. Okay. Now we have to understand that how the processing it took place in the CPU. Okay, what is the functionalities are there, how it is executed. See, each and every processor has their own set of instruction how they will work on it. Okay, there are three different processing steps are involved. One is the fetch instruction, another one is the decode instruction, and next is the execution of the instruction. So what is the fetch operation? Whatever instruction is given to the user, okay, that operation is loaded in the memory. From the main memory, the instruction or the data need to be brought. Okay, so that part is called the fetch instruction. Okay, after the fetch instruction, whatever information we are getting, we have stored in a temporary location. Then we have to understand that the meaning of the instruction, either we have to perform any addition, or either we have to perform subtraction, or any logical instructions or not. That is called the decode phase. After understanding what are the operators, what are the operand, what we need to perform, then actually we will execute finally the operation. Okay, and after the execution, we will get the process data. এবং again the process data, then we will move back to the main memory for the use. So here central processing unit and ALU, both of them are performing some different job to execute one particular instruction. Okay, so what are the functionalities covered by CU, that is control unit? We are able to see that is the first one. The first function is saying that control supervision. So CU here act like a supervisory input. Okay, and actually it is responsible for using, actually issuing the control instruction to carry out. Control instruction means which part of the job is to send to which devices on which part. This all the controlling part is maintained by the CU. Next is activate memory location. Whatever instruction we are giving, it need to be stored somewhere in the main memory. So it will activate those part of the main memory to fetch the information from there. Okay. Next is decode instruction. Inside the CU, one decoder is there. What is the purpose of the decoder? Whatever informations we are getting, it is in an encoded form. Okay. So first we have to decode it. Decode it means we have to understand what the instruction is. This process is called decoding. So one decoder is there. Through using this, suppose we have to do arithmetical job. So we will not write using the symbol plus. The plus symbol is denoted as 0, 1, 1. So whenever the CU get the information that is written 0, 1, 1, it will decode it at okay, this is the plus operation. We have to do the plus operation. Okay. So the control unit, for that reason we require the signals. We will send this plus signals to the ALU, because ALU actually responsible for the all logical operations, or actually not only logical, all the arithmetic operation. Okay, so next the CU send the signals to the ALU that do the plus operation for this particular instruction. Next is generate write signal. After processing, we need to transfer the main data from CPU to the main memory. So again CU will be generate a write signal to the memory location, that here in this particular location, this instruction we have executed, this is the process information, we have to store it. Okay, from that memory to we will again go back to the output device part. Control and coordination. Okay, so main memory to different part of the input device, because whatever instructions come from the user, first it is stored in the memory. From the memory it is again brought back to the processing unit. After the processing of the information, again it brought back to the main memory. So this, there is a coordination required between the input output device and the memory. This coordination is guided by the CU. This actually the main functions of the CU. Now come to the ALU. Okay, so arithmetic and logic unit. Okay, it is here actually the all the actual calculation, that is arithmetic or maybe the logical calculations is takes place during the processing of the information. So what kind of a arithmetic operation is took place over here? Addition, subtraction, a logical operations, that is checking the two operators, suppose A and B, the both the values are equal or not. If both of them value are greater than, A value is greater than B, or B value is less than A or not. Okay, and operation on OR operation, etc. Okay, to carry out this arithmetic and logic unit, we required some components. So the some components are register, adder and the comparator. Just look at to the block diagram over here. Okay, first the actually the data moves from the main memory to the temporary registers of the URL, because whatever instruction is given by the user, it is stored in the main memory. From the main memory, we brought back the instructions to the temporary storage of the ALU. From that, we will understand that we have to do the any addition procedure, or we have to just compare the two information. So if you want to add, then we will, from the temporary storage, we will take the operator, we will add over here, and here is the accumulator register is there. What is the purpose of the accumulator register? Accumulator register will store the result of the operation. Okay, when the result is come over here in the accumulator, then accumulator will send the result to the main memory. Okay, this is actually how the total ALU actually doing the processing part. So what are the functionalities are performed by the arithmetic logic unit? That is fetch data. Okay, from the here the block diagram itself, it is written main memory to temporary storage is there. So ALU fetch the information, whatever needed information for the processing the data, it will be brought this information from the main memory. Then carry out the calculation. Here I am saying then either addition, subtraction they will do, or they will do the comparator, this greater than, less than or equal, all or and or all logical operation, either adder or either comparator, any of the one operation they will choose and they will do that particular operation. Okay, either normal subtraction or either they will compare the data. Okay, after comparison there can be logical operation can be there, that is and the both having and operation or and or condition, both of the condition are true or not, or they will check the or operation or not operation. Okay, after this all three operation is over, that is calculation operation, comparison operation or logical operation, then we have to store the process data. Okay, so processing data means these are after calculation, whatever answer we are getting, that is the process one. Then we have to transfer it to the accumulator. Okay, then from the accumulator, the control unit will send the signals to the main memory to store this particular answer of the instruction. Okay, what is a microprocessor? Okay, function of the CPU actually integrated in a single integrated chip. That is the technology we are using. It is the ultra large scale integration technology. So then it is called the microprocessor. So in the microprocessor, I have explained earlier that there is a trillion number of transistors are there that is used to form the different components of a CPU are packed in a single chip. I'm ending my lecture over here. Thank you, student.